Austrian Grand Prix. As we can look at the rivalry details, we are on against Daniel Ricciardo, 12-7. With performance-wise, we are second to bottom. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe for daily videos on my channel. So let's get straight to the Grand Prix itself. So advance. Let's go straight to the racing itself.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look.
Looking at the race strategy, we need a bit more fuel on board so we can burn it off. So let's start the racing. It's 5 red lights. As lights are, and away we go here. So the Austrian Grand Prix getting a slightly to the start there. It seems like we're getting a good start here in Austria. With the caution in on flag, will just be Perez trying to find the way through. There goes Sergio Perez, he gets way through easily beyond these first few corners, trying to get past Sergio Perez. And you're slightly wrong there, jumping over the curb. Didn't need to do that, trying to chase down Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. So look at the replay to see what's going on. To myself in the car. My own team trying to find Sergio Perez, Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. Verstappen is the fastest lap of the race, which is to be expected in the Red Bull. Charles Leclerc. Of course, if you remember in 2019, he had the brilliant battle Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen on this track. Sergio Perez trying to find a way past and may come in for an earlier stop to get rid of these worn out tyres. As I pass Sergio Perez, we go around the outside of Perez. Around his first two corners, being slightly right. Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc as well. Let's get past Sergio Perez. And then Charles Leclerc comes back. Probably remember of Perez behind. Cleaning these tyres, that's all, so they're coming for an extra stop. I'm just going to do this up anyway, because anything can happen in safety car. We've had a few crazy safety car races so far. Used to being up this far in the field. And he's like an early pit stop, I can get some earlier fuel when we come medium tyres. Dead last, that means we get some clear air, and of course we can get the hammer down. Just as predicted, Roman Grosjean is out of this race on the safety car. It's just been deployed. Schumacher's coming in for his start back at the moment. It seems like everybody's coming in for a new set of tyres, changing the tyres. So it appears like everybody's coming in. Like 7 out of 18 at the moment. Got a clever strategy going here, so I managed to come in early, put on myself hard tyres, which means it'll last longer. Safety car's in. Because it's really changed the racing here. Charles Leclerc. There's the safety car up ahead. Look at the race director, see what's been going on. So I'm currently Peter Mick Schumacher, P11, so this could be a great opportunity for Mick to get some points for us. Nicholas Latifi at the bottom, Roman Grosjean DNF out of the race. George Russell and the Williams is 15th. Carlos Sainz as well. The AlphaTauri. Pierre Gasly, wow, Gasly is leading the pack, but he's not made any pit stops yet. So it's all changing at the race has literally changed the scale of it. The safety car's coming in, so we have to maintain the speed of this lap. So once the safety car's coming in, I'm going to use the fuel mixture, chase down So we're starting the race once again here in Austria. As you can see, as all systems go. It's stiff on the entry there. Lock up from Charles Leclerc. I was slightly wrong with the overtake there. Charles Leclerc not being... It looks like Vettel's having a bit of a fight up ahead with Valtteri Bottas. I think that's Valtteri Bottas. I think Pierre Gasly, I can't really tell up ahead. There's Gasly. The channel, like and subscribe. As we can see, we've got so much going on already. We have got Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri, Gasly and Vettel. So this could really change the landscape of this whole race so far. And looks like we've got some, looks like there is some rain coming. So can we challenge ourselves for a podium here, breaking on these first 2 corners, trying to chase down Vettel, Hamilton. Oh, getting close, Vettel. Passed. Now we're down on Ricardo. Looks like he wants to join in the passing. Coming through. Leclerc around the outside, can we get past Leclerc, breaking out of the late break, we managed to get past Deros as well. The light rain is coming through, so it's going to change the entirety of the race now, if we're going to have the light rain or not. Breaking out now into just a couple of corners. Because completely pointless coming in for a new set of tyres now, even though it is raining slightly. Bravery and skill, try and overtake and keep Charles Leclerc behind him. He's passed between Ferrari and green F1 motors. This is going to be interesting to see. And now Renault is coming through as well. Race winner Valtteri Bottas, but it doesn't matter. Can we hold on to P4 for a highest ever finish? It's so close now. Here comes Ricciardo. Ricciardo's going to take that away. We're battling it hard, breaking out into the corners. There goes Ricciardo. Trying to find a way through it. The rain's coming down pretty heavily. And here we come across the line. Brilliantly done.
A fantastic team effort to secure victory here in the Styrian Alps. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. So, let's review the drivers' standings. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Thomas. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the constructors'
So P11
standings.
with Connor
Mercedes
beating
continue to
Pierre Gasly by
extend
1
their lead.
point at the
Meanwhile, a
moment.
strong weekend for Red Bull
Valtteri
this time
Bottas
out, and they
222
improve their position in the
1 points
championship.
ahead.
It's been an
What's
absolutely
1 7
wild
for
weekend of
14. It's
Formula
a
One
big,
action.
huge point as
I can't wait to
constructors.
see what's next.
Standings, Green F1 was 29 points. We're still beating Haas. AlphaTauri is still a main target. Come on, Mick, pulling the finger at me. But yeah, pretty good race overall. Let's advance to the Q&A and see what they have to say.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
It was great the car was sticking to
You
the
really
track
let
there,
them
everything
control
seems to be
your car.
working.
Your team must be thrilled. Did you feel comfortable in the wet weather today? That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will...
Yeah, I think the fans have been portrayed to me and Daniel Kivat. It's going to be an interesting season ahead between me and him. Could be a long season ahead. So now let's head back to headquarters. We've got some well, I think we have got some car development stuff to sort out. 4 races remaining. The rivalry between me and Daniel Kvyat. Sorry, Daniel Ricciardo. My mistake. 7. We've gone up 7%. Mick Schumacher's 6% team acclaim. Boost has gone up as well. We got some money coming into the bank. So could we afford to keep Mick Schumacher, or could we afford to buy a new driver? We're round number 12, which is interesting to see. Round number 12. 22 race season. It's a long season ahead. So we still got a lot more races to get through, a lot more races to cover. Now that's going to be interesting to see where these races are going to go throughout the course of the year. It's going to be a long, grueling season. No, this is it. Just 2 million, or we can renegotiate Mick Schumacher's contract to go to the driver market and see if we've got enough for an actual F1 driver. The only person really we've got is Kevin Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi. Mick Schumacher's valued at 2 million, but we need somebody to really take the team forward. Mick's still not doing it. Kevin Magnussen's still got. No, you know what? Let's renegotiate with Mick.
Here, you can make an offer to your driver. The more you offer, the greater the chance of them agreeing to it. But be careful not to insult drivers though. If you do, they might refuse to deal with you anymore in this negotiation period.
So let's go either medium risk or low risk. High risk, medium, 2 million. Let's see if he stays on with our team. He declined. He has declined. Wow. Okay, so he doesn't want to sign on. So that does leave us with a bit of a dilemma. Okay, so should we sign 2 million in buyout for Kevin Magnussen? He is a good driver, Kevin Magnussen. Let's go Kevin Magnussen. Let's see what we can do. Approach Kevin Magnussen. Approaching the driver. Is he approach decline? Kevin has not agreed with the team for a seat. Vehicle possession. Okay, so he doesn't want to stay on. Esteban Ocon. Let's try Nicholas Latifi. Approach, let's see, 72 racing. Let's try Latifi. Let's see if he wants to come over. Oh, wow, he's accepted. He wants to come over. Okay, so let's start negotiation. So 3 million. So this is interesting. Under consideration. Final. So we got a new teammate. Oh, I lost. So how did I lose that then? Confirm. So I lost that. So I lost him. So this is really put a stump in it. Can I approach Nicholas Latifi, or can I approach somebody else? Well, at the moment, I only got 5.75 million in the bank, so I can't really afford another driver. That is worth that. Antonio Giovinazzi. Approach again. Let's see if we can approach him if he wants to come over. Approach decline. He doesn't want that. Let's try negotiating facility. Right. Let's activities now. Simulation training. Autofill. Messages. To advance.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage our time by organising some team activities. Head to the activities screen to see what we have available.
Right, let's try renegotiating with him again. Low risk, medium risk, or high risk. Let's go low risk and see what happens. Low risk is what we need to do. Signing offer. So you exactly sign Mick Stewart to join Green F1s for the next 11 race weekends. So he's going to stay here because obviously Nicholas Latifi didn't want to jump ship and come over, which is understandable. So let's go over to the Invitational because it gives us more money in the bank. doing it in the classic cars, so maybe we can get some more. Oh, I see, you have to try and get past. You have to try and see if you can complete a lap of the short Japanese Grand Prix circuit. Yeah, and that's lots of time. Ran out of fuel, but still managed to cross the line. Finished, got the money and the acclaim, which is crazy to think that I could do that. So yeah, Mick Schumacher's staying on for another 11 race weekends. Unfortunately, they tried to sign Nicholas Latifi, who didn't want to join in.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Right, so let's look at the corporate. So we can now assign another sponsorship deal. 7 weekly acclaim, score 20, qualified 10th or better. Score 3 Czech Constructors Championship points. Overtake 5 different drivers during a race. Alvio beats your rival during a race. Achieve the fastest lap during the race. Achieve a top 10 finish in the race. Echo score. These are quite high up sponsorship acclaim. Achieve the fast lap in any session. Let's go with so that's a hard cheap first and so one component. So let's look at the R&D. Oh, the R&D vehicle. What's the worn component? Ah, gearbox. Let's practice one. So let's look at the calendar now. It's a British Grand Prix, so we need to. We're gonna change. I'm gonna change. Yeah, I want to change the overlook of the car. So let's go to standings, corporate, vehicles, facilities. Vehicle. That's what I want. Corporate, customization, car livery. So that's the livery I'm using for the normal one. Now I want to try a different. I want to go back to that's the Venus one I'm using, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to use what should I use for the special one? Yeah, that's for the normal racing. This is for I'm using this one for the special British British Grand Prix, which will be in the next video. Sponsorship decals. Putting that one there on the nose next to my birth date. It's looking pretty good. Like I said, from the first race, it looks pretty dull. But now this is the delivery I'll be running for the British Grand Prix. For the British Grand Prix race. Let's have a look at R&D for the facilities. We got enough money for chassis upgrades now. Increase the number of simulation upgrades, resource, or the fitness center. Or do you want the powertrain? Increase the number of simulations of the upgrade. Yeah, let's go for that. We got enough money for it now. We're not going to spend a lot of money. So let's skip the.
We're in a position now where we're able to attract a new sponsor to the team. Head over to the corporate tab and select the sponsors screen to choose who we should approach.
Of the driver market, finances, finance history, custom. So it looks like looks like we had a peak in the money and then we came down again. So the vehicle. So facility, we spent some money on that. Facilities, R&D. Typical, that part didn't come through, develop that again. So we're still at the bottom of the pack, despite having some good results here and there. The corporate side, finance history, customization. Oh, where the hell do I find the contract? No, sponsorship. Well, we got the sponsorship deal. So it'll be the British Grand Prix, the home race for us. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe for daily videos. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you all very, very soon.